Hey, welcome to the news.
Welcome.
We're at it again, this time with Cardania and Toast backstage, ready to go. This is our last episode before the con. NFT XLV is coming right around the corner. I'll be in Vegas in 1 week. I will be in the middle of shooting a bunch of interviews, pre-recorded interviews at this point in time.
You're doing them on Thursday?
I think it'll be right at the end of it. Yeah, it'll be Thursday and Friday morning, and they'll be streamed or premiered, I guess, during the con. So there will always be some kind of something to see.
Nice.
The idea. There'll be a lot of them. It'll be fun. You get to see plenty of this. Now, I don't have any of my pins. I just had this thing dry cleaned, ready for the con. But I will be loading this up with our new pins. We've got lots of them. They've been delivered, so they are in Vegas now, waiting for us. It's coming.
So excited for that.
Yeah.
It's going to be so cool. I say it every time we talk about the pins, but I am so excited for like 5 years down the road, just like looking at just each year of the different set of pins.
Oh, yeah.
It's so cool.
What's up, OG Sean? And see you next week in Vegas. Indeed, we had a great time hanging out last year.
I was just about to ask who you're going.
So we're going to do it again. Good freeze frame. All right. Cardania in the house. That's right. Tori H. Thanks for tuning in. No marbles this week. So if you want your weekly dose of Cardania, this is where you got to come and get it. Although we are not giving away a marble prize during the episode. We tried to get Aeonium Sky to make 101 marbles just for this episode. But, you know, it wasn't in the cards. Do we have a booth this year? No. This year we're going to be roving around with silver platters full of pins. And you'll know it's us because we'll look like this. We'll be chatting. It'll be good. We won't be so tied down. Opportunity to do more interviews, which will be a lot of fun. Doing a lot of good stuff. So yeah, I don't know. Any further intros here? Should we roll right into it?
I guess we can roll into it. I mean, we could show the pendant, or
yeah, maybe we could show the pin bin. You know, it is relevant to Cardania because Cardania is a part of the pin bin.
Sure. He's one of the two projects that has two.
That's right. It's never happened before. So here's our pin bin website. Very nicely put together by Tyler. Some details about it. You see this year's pins -1. It's like we're missing the news one, but I guess you can just imagine what that looks like.
Because it's up top.
Oh, it's the first one. Yep. Oh, but it doesn't have it.
I can make it. I'll make it quick.
Yeah, that's cool. So here we are. You can see Cardania. We got the classic space station here. We got Borg Cloud. We got Adam Dean. We got Disco Solaris, even though they're under new ownership now. So that's the whole thing. But we still got them, and they're still kicking. So it counts. It's not a rug yet.
Nah,
it shouldn't be either. Last year. 2023 or 2022 last year. We got some good ones here. Now, rumor has it Aeonium Sky will be at the con this year. We do have an extra one of these pins, and we will give it to him, and he will officially be able to wear it. Tell everyone who he is. Should he wish to.
Yeah, should he wish to. All right. We'll mention, too, I think this year, it's kind of cool with this. The website's still just threw this together and slowly updating it over time. But the way these
little lag there
pins will work this year is when you guys get them, they'll have a link to. So if you click on the new, am I back?
You're good.
My internet's like weird today.
Kind of in and out, but you're good.
So these, I have to on the plane ride. I'm gonna update all these descriptions. But if you go to some of the new ones, they have like full descriptions of the project. Like Board Cloud has a nice one, or just like a description of what they do, or Cardania.
Yes.
And we'll be building it out a little bit as we go. But yeah, this is going to be an annual collection that we do, real cheap mint. I don't think we set the price yet, but
no, it's going to be like 12 or 15 ADA maybe.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But yeah, so fun to collect and trade cheap little NFT pins to commemorate the year.
And it has utility and Cardania as a trinket, I think, or something.
Oh, really? I wasn't aware.
Well, we can hear more about that. Why don't we do it? Let's bring on the boys, and we can talk more about pin bins. Well, we got some nonsense to get through first. So first up, some nonsense now.
Welcome.
Everybody goes wild.
Hello.
Yes, thank you for joining us. Captain Chris of Cardania, and we have Toast, also of Cardania, but
Hello.
Ultrabots as well. A lot of cool stuff to talk about today. Oh, they're useful as amulets. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Those are amulets.
Yeah,
Nice. Those are rare. Hard to
that's
get.
That's what I'm using for the moment, I think.
Smart. That's the way to do it. Cool. Well, we like to start with some silly questions. So why don't we? I've got some space themed ones here because I feel like that, and space/robot themed questions.
Okay. I got some from ChatGPT, some NFT themed questions. So I think we cover all of our bases.
I think we're gonna get it. All right. Well, here's the first one. Would you rather pilot a spaceship fueled by laughter or a mech robot powered by your daydreams?
I know mine.
That's a tough one. Toast, you go first.
Yeah. My guess is the spaceship fueled by laughter is a day without laugh is a day wasted, and I do a lot of joke usually, so it should be cheap to fuel that starship, so doesn't change much. Yeah, daydreaming, and I keep it for tonight.
Okay, yeah, that seems fair. What do you think?
I'm gonna take the opposite on that. I'm gonna take the robot because if I think in the long term, I think we may drive ourselves insane on a spaceship fueled by laughter, because at a certain point it's like, what if you become immune to just all the laughter, and you're trying so hard, but it's like, oh no, we can't laugh anymore. We've overloaded it.
What if there's a disaster, and it's just not very funny right now, but you've got to move.
Gotta move, yeah.
What happened? Everyone just has to fort. That's so funny.
I don't know if you saw the show LOL on Amazon. There's in different language. It's like a bunch of comedians in a room for 6 hours, and they cannot laugh, but they need to make others laugh. So at the end, it's like 6 comedians completely insane because they haven't laughed for 4 hours, but they're doing naked ducks in a pool, and people are like, "Oh, cool," with baby hat on. So yeah, that starship could become.
It could be a problem. Okay. Though I feel I'm also like such a child. I feel like we could be in dire straits. Someone could just, all they have to do is like fart, and we got enough laughter. We're good.
We need to travel. Right.
Yeah, we got it every time.
I can buy these answers. You got a Web3 question, Tyler?
Yeah, I got some NFT questions. So they're kind of general, but would you rather be the owner of the first NFT minted of a NFT collection or the last NFT minted of a collection?
Put the cap on it, or open up the floodgates?
I guess the first. I'd go with the first. Is probably, yeah. I don't know. The last one, I don't know. That's a weird thought. I've never thought of it that way. I'll go with the first. Collectability. Marvel #1, baby.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't have a good answer for that, to be honest. But yeah, first one, just because of I like to be a pioneer.
Sure.
And not follow the parade. I don't know.
That's a good point too, yeah.
All right, all right. Here's another one about robots and spaceships. Would you rather have a spaceship with a flirtatious onboard AI or a robot butler that's always dramatically overreacting? Kind of like Martin or Melvin.
Flirtatious AI, easily. That'd be. I feel like that adds a lot of flavor. Adds a lot of flavor to the adventures. You know.
Yeah,
It's nice.
depends. Is he or she a tease or flirtatious? Because it can get on your nerves. It's just like, oh, captain, oh, just joking. So yeah,
But you'd have no one to fold your space socks for you. You know,
yeah,
just
that's.
an AI.
Mhm.
I can be messy, so the butler is fun, but they're like, okay, I'll hang the socks. Yeah,
Mhm.
tough choice. Flirtatious.
Well, I mean, okay. I guess my other question would be which of the robots? What are they called? The Cardania robots?
The Ultrabots.
Ultrabots, right? Which of the Ultrabots would make the best dramatic butler? You know, which
Pro-
model?
Probably, I would say the Walkie, because he almost has sort of a butler-esque almost feel, and he's got that bipedal kind of motion. And I feel like I could see him like lecturing a little bit. I don't know. What do you think, Toast?
Yeah, I was picturing the wheelie one, like going okay, and the arm hanging while he's rolling away.
Can we see some pictures? Do you want to? I think we're good with nonsense. That felt pretty nonsensical. I want to see
for
pictures
sure.
now. I'm going to press the special guest button, which means we can get serious. Okay, now we can get serious.
Let me see. I'll see if I can share my screen here.
Yes, I want to see some space butlers.
So I'll pull up the JPEG store link for Ultrabots, and you guys can see kind of what it's already been minted. And so there's 4 variations of the bots. There's Walkie, there's Wheelie, there's Zoomy, and there's Noisy. Zoomy are the sort of menacing little flying ones with the claws. Walkies are obviously the ones with the feet. The bipedal ones there with kind of the front facing lens. Noisies are the sentient jukeboxes.
Very nice.
And yes, you'll recognize those from the cards, actually, from the Enter the Ultraverse cards. And then the wheelies are this one that's kind of a central wheel and big arms on the side.
Yes. So butler wise, Wheelie or Walkie? What do you think, Tyler?
I would actually say I forget his name, but the floating one.
Zoomy? Wow.
Yeah.
I better pick the jukebox for full. I'll pick the jukebox as my butler, and then we'll have one of each.
True.
By the way, so I just wanted to shout out to Toast. Did all of these gorgeous textures for the whole set, and Toast, how many? What's the total that you wound up doing?
I think now it's 284 different one, but of course, as you can see, there's some that's just same design but different colors, so variation. But total, yeah. But design, I'm not sure.
Gorgeous, man.
40.
So many.
50.
Ooh, there's
look at
that.
Someone got an ultra sentient jukebox. Look at that. Oof.
Prismatic
AF.
Yeah.
Loving that. So these dropped very recently. What was it, Monday?
Yes, you can get them at nexus.cardania.com/ultrabots. Feel free to toss that in the chat if you'd like. We've got almost 700 sold right now, which is incredible, especially in the depths of the bear market. So thank you to everybody who's been getting yourself an Ultrabot. We appreciate that.
Yep.
And these can be slotted. I mean, I guess we might as well just dive right into it, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Here, let's so let me share another screen here. So first of all, I guess that doesn't here. So this is the mint page here.
Okay. Here we go. Yes.
Cardania.com/ultrabots. Yeah, it's dancing around. And so you can mint up to 10 at a time, and like I said, almost 700 sold right now. It's crazy. And we'll go to the Nexus. I'll show you guys where you can actually use these. This is I think this is our first mint where we dropped them with immediate utility, and we have this whole other system we added in the same update. So it was quite a robust update here.
Robot.
Yeah,
it's like three more have been reserved as we're broadcasting. Whoever's watching, if it goes up, shout out.
Yeah,
good luck on your mint. There's a lot of ultra design that
there is a one of one Aeonium Sky sentient jukebox in the collection. I don't believe it's been minted yet. I think we would have heard about it if it had. So good luck to everyone who gets that, and you can get the rarity whole table if you care about that. Is it's on the codex.cardania.com. But yeah, you can use these right now. If you go to edit profile in your Nexus, the Nexus console, you'll see there's a whole new interface here. There we go. And you now have over a dozen different slots here of different NFTs. Cardania NFTs, but also just sort of across the Cardano ecosystem. We've added a bunch of different policy IDs you can use in there, like the pin bin. And you can use your Ultra bots in the companion slot. So you can actually mint them from right here. This shows what all the possible variations are. It's not
it's a pretty good one.
you don't get everything. That would be insane.
Yeah. But then you can go to your inventory, you can see which ones that you have, and you can just immediately attach them. The sentient jukeboxes are attack and defense and XP. All of them are XP gain just based on their rarity. Just a different amount. Ultras will give you up to 10% XP gain, which is pretty substantial. And then the wheelie bots are more heavy on the defense, and the zoomy bots actually give you a range boost. And all of these are quite useful in Epic Wars. And so this is an overall boost for your entire Epic Wars gameplay, which is pretty great. And we've also we did add Drunken Dragon Slimes to the companions. There's like several companions I'd like to add. I think I'm going to add the Future Fest bots. I'll probably add Virtuous bots. I don't know if Korn has anything that would fit in this slot, but stuff like that. And that's just one of the slots. There's trinkets, there's vehicles, rings, weapons, amulets, belts, helmets, chests, legs, gloves, and boots. We don't have all the stuff uploaded just yet. Yesterday I added our pants, so you can go get those. It's all mintable with ADA or RAD, and if you mint with RAD, you get a discount. So it's all there, and it's it's quite the robust update, and yeah. So there you go.
Do these bonuses apply to every terraform that you have?
Yeah, that's right. This is an overarching. Everything in your inventory is an overarching buff, which is pretty substantial.
Yeah, it's not bad, especially with you don't have to arm your terraforms for them to have something. Even if you don't have enough cards or whatever to attach to them specifically or build on them, you can still give them a little something.
Yeah, that's right. And I mean, having supported policies means like you may not necessarily actually have to buy new stuff to equip it. We've got like Dungeon Looters Club is in there for weapons, Dead Rabbit weapons. This dragon weapons, you've got unbounded earth weapons, the horde OG, stuff like that. And there's lots of other policy IDs we'd like to add too, and we can and we will. So ping me if you have something that would fit in one of these slots, and we're happy to get it added in there.
That's awesome. So this update is the newest thing to come to Cardania. Is the focus going to be on boosting the functionality of this inventory system right now, or are you moving on to other things?
So the next step, we're going to do like a stability sprint next, and basically just kind of lace up a bunch of minor technical debt that we've got in just across the Nexus right now. And then we're going to figure out what we want to do for the next priority. We've got the deck builder for Enter the Ultraverse is just about done, so I suspect that's probably pretty close to completion. And then I want to get faction reputation in shortly. 'Cause all these systems are actually useful for not just Enter the Ultraverse and all other stuff, but we can integrate these systems with whatever games we deploy. So it's still, I know this looks like it looks like it's just an inventory system, but it's actually sort of another fundamental system that we can integrate across games, which is kind of very exciting. But yeah, we've got a lot of stuff kind of in mind, and the next week or two, we're actually going to talk about it in Vegas. Kind of like, all right, what's the next? What's next on the hit list? And kind of go from there.
Yeah, well, it's coming, and Toast represents part of the ethos of this whole project in that he came. I mean, obviously, he's been part of the mod team, been part of the project for a while, but he came in with his own ideas about building these bots, and it kind of grew into Cardania, and now it's a part of it. So I think that whole process is very interesting and is worth kind of going through and talking about. How did that get started?
The way it happened, it's like just step by step. I discovered Cardania because of you. First, NFT Con, your show. I knew about it, but I was like, I don't understand. I want to buy Rabbit PFP or stuff like 2 years ago. But I came back 2 months after seeing the show. So I started as a holder, understand what was being built, or at the time it was a bit more confusing. So I understood that, answered people, become a mod in the Discord, did a video clip for when we launched the music album.
I remember that.
I remember.
And this is where I wanted to integrate 3D into the video clip, but I ended up not doing it just because I didn't know how to. But I asked for 3D models, and I just started to play with it in Unreal Engine and YouTube video, learning, trying stuff. Hey, I learned that. And that's how it happens.
Toast, your gem, bro. So Cardania is a little bit different than a lot of projects because the community is actively able to contribute to the core project if they so desire, and if they have the skills and the chutzpah, or at least even the desire to learn the skills. And it takes, I won't underplay how much work it takes. Like Toast has spent numerous hours learning this. And
I learned fast also. I'm one of those lucky ones that just get info and keep it. But yeah, it's almost full-time 1 year to be able to do that.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's really, it's beautiful in a way, because it's like, all right, the people who are in the community can contribute to it in sort of modular ways, right? Because it's like, it could be that tomorrow's like Toast, like, hey, I can't contribute anymore, but he would still be earning money from his Ultrabots and all that. And in the same way, we've got a couple other game developers working on stuff sort of adjacent to us. I don't even know. There's Afterlife is working on a game called Patterns of Chaos, which is using a bunch of pixelated versions of our assets. So I don't know. I think this is sort of it's centralized to a degree because I basically direct the flow of traffic, but at a certain point, I wonder to what degree that ceases being somewhat relevant, because all these assets, in the same way that we're integrating all of these different Cardano assets, other people are able to integrate Cardania assets and sort of use them how they would like. So who knows where that goes in a few years. It's really more of a way of thinking about it, and I've been trying to get more people to kind of think about things that way. Tough to do for sure. But between like Stellarhood and some of our other projects, I think it's going pretty well.
No doubt.
Yeah, I think it's easier to just buy an NFT, tweet about it, wait, hopefully it's gonna go up, and sell it, and forget about this project forever and never existed. But I made 2K out of it. That's cool, but it's in my mind. I did it a lot. Like 2 years ago, I flipped a ton of shit, but oops, sorry, YouTube. But yeah, that's for me. It's not something you can sustain and won't attract people. So
It's more
Yeah,
fun
it's-
to build.
Yeah, it's a different way of building a business in general. It also keeps our burn rate relatively low because it's basically commission based work, which isn't necessarily anything new in the business world. Commissions are very popular in all sorts of traditional businesses because it incentivizes quality work. It incentivizes people to keep coming back and working. I don't see us stopping it anytime soon. I know there's other people doing different models and successfully and not successfully, but I would recommend some projects maybe giving it a try. It's just that it does require a competent, dedicated team, and it's tough to find the right mix of people. But we've been blessed with a lot of talent.
I'm unique, almost. I'm special. My
I
mom
think you're
said.
pretty unique. You're a 3D modeler actor. That's not.
I used to be a photographer also and directors, but that's another story.
Yeah.
But that's the way I think a lot of people, and some does, but it takes like people like me that like, okay, I believe in it, but I want to put energy into it to help it grow. And everybody can do it his own way because I don't like Twitter, social media. I'm not good at it, so I won't be the one that creates marvelous tweet about project and get focus on it. So that's not how I can help, but the skills I have. So that's one way too.
You've got some amazing talent, my friend. And I will note the other thing is Toast has also been doing a lot of spearhead work in our Unreal Engine arena. All of these mintable inventory items from Cardania are, first of all, they're 3D models, and we're basically pushing them through this pipeline in Unreal to make sure they work in there appropriately. And then we decided about a month ago to integrate the Ready Player Me avatar system. For those who are curious about that, Ready Player Me is it's kind of like a metaversal avatar system that works. I think it's interoperable with Unity and Unreal off the top of my head.
Cool.
And basically they have a sort of standardized avatar set. And so all of our inventory items are being modeled off of that. So that hopefully in the future, as potentially more projects integrate that Ready Player Me system, then our stuff can be usable in those worlds, and then we can use more people's stuff in our worlds. And we think it just makes a lot of sense. So
yeah, building up that metaverse, getting it started.
And and I made sure for the Ultra Bots that everything is like texture bake. For those who doesn't know, you can create stuff in Blender or any 3D software, but to get it out, you need to fix the texture. Like when you do clothes, there's seams to build it back up. Anyway, so everything is exported, usable, low-ish poly for the most part. So should be performant. And I make sure of it. I did a lot of research. I started again a few times. No, not good enough. Bit perfectionist. So
Sounds like y'all are building for the future.
And do you have a pull PM link somewhere of one of the robots? I think the way it's displayed is really fun. I think you see the 3D model, 360.
Let me see if I can find one. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
I got one.
man.
Yes, one of the never engine ones.
Yeah, Toast was kind enough to gift this to me.
Beautiful.
Only 3 Ultra Bots minted so far, and I minted it, and I gave it to you. So it's
Gentlemen.
There's only 2 of them, so you're lucky.
I'm very lucky.
Yeah.
And we've got Never Engine, I believe Stellar Hood's in there, the folks at splash.club. We've also got, and of course the Ionium Sky collab. Am I missing any? Were there any other ones?
Cat's Eye.
Cat's Eye, Cat's Eye Casino has one as well. We brought on their developer recently, Selkies. He's working in our Discord.
I'm thinking. I'm not sure. Facility 7. I think you said it.
Yeah.
That's right. Facility 7. Yeah.
Get those textures.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Oh, I got a wow from Tyler. Nice. Yeah, so that was in Substance Painter. I did that one.
Yes.
Yeah. I tried
Yeah,
to. This one, it's a small detail, but I hope some people will see it. Like, I used to be a prop master in cinema, so it's props on set, and you need to think about the story of a props. Why would it be here on the scene? And I tried to use that on the bots. Like you see, well, this one is tundra, so it's more like snow. And I tried to make like it's his end that scratch some snow, or on the front it could be a beast, a battle with a bear, or ultrasaur on the tundra, but. Yeah, small detail I try to add.
Very cool. Love that. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
So I wanted to show off this other little thing as well.
Yeah.
Let me make sure the audio is coming through. Actually, hang on.
Album of the year, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna reshare this with audio. So this is a music video for one of the best tracks on the Cardania album, which came out a year and a half ago or something?
Yeah, something like a year and a half ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Pretty good. Let's take a look.
Toast, you're such a meme.
The next part I had fun doing it. It's like, let's do some crazy stuff.
Yeah. Nonsense now.
All right.
PFP.
Look at all those
Stamps.
stamps.
Now with utility.
They're flying up the shelf.
Really good utility. Get the stamps to give you range.
Just the range is kind of insane.
pretty good overview of the project too.
Yeah.
It kind of is, isn't it?
Yeah, that was one of the goals, of course.
And Tuss, these are your nieces, right?
Yeah, those are my niece. Yeah, they're a bit older now.
That's so cool. There we go.
You have it.
There we go.
So fun.
Cardanian magic.
Yep. So yeah.
Great. So when's the next music video coming out? Now that these ultrabots are done, I assume that's your next project.
Well, I have a lot of thing on my to-do list. Yeah, doing a video, yeah, for sure. I did one with the dancing bot a year ago, I think. But yeah, I'm gonna rig those robots first of all, especially the flying one, and Zumi and Wheelie need custom ring. I already did it, but I need to tweak it a little, and then create animation to make sure we can use them in Unreal, like forward, backward, jump, and turn left, turn right, and all that stuff. Then can be encoded. Starship working on that also. So a lot of stuff to make sure that to provide 3D models to people who know how to make games. I want to do some, but for me, it's one thing at a time. I wanted to learn coding also. I bought classes. I was like, okay, Blender, Unreal, just
Might as well.
One thing at a time.
that's enough.
Voice acting, you'll do the coding, you'll do the modeling.
Well, I did a lot of short film, and the one I prefer is when I'm the one-man band, doing everything, filming, acting,
Auteur.
editing. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got the chops, so looking forward to seeing what comes next from the Toast machine.
Definitely.
Cool stuff. I think I'll try.
Oh,
Yeah.
Toast he's just the best, man. He's one of our just star players, and can't thank you enough, my friend.
Yeah. One thing I want to do, that for, I think it's been a year. I want to do complete video of like, not my view of Cardania, but like beginner's guide, what to look for. I think I used to be a teacher a long time ago, acting. So I think I know how to.
Mm-hmm. And you're a prolific gamer and Web3 gamer even. And you know the ins and outs. I know that. I've come to you for advice. Stellarhood, you figure that thing out.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah. You won't find the best way. Come to me. I always was a min-maxer as a gamer. There's different types. There are people that like to socialize, travel, experiment. I just want to be the best. And like max out, like, okay, cool. I need to get that potion to max out my DPS. I was that kind. So same thing with Epoch Wars and Stellar. And I'm trying, okay, now. But Epoch War is changing every update. So what was good a few epochs ago now
is changing.
Let's go back to the drawing board.
Well, it sounds like you're doing pretty well. You said you had what, like plus 14 range or something insane like that?
I went down to plus 12. I removed the stamp, which gives plus 2 range to. I think I put a holiday NFT, prismatic beer, which give plus 2 attack, plus 2 defense. It's like,
I mean, once you've got plus 10 range, I
mean,
think pretty much you can hit anything anyways.
I mean, when you can attack 80 terraform, you're like, okay, too much option. And I have a lot of terraform, so I'm like, yeah, no one is safe. I can reach anyone. So
what faction you repping?
I'm in the Void Priest.
So all the void priests are safe.
You're safe, and you're welcome to come on my terraform anytime. If there's an anomaly, I'll just open the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll have a beer and some pretzel, and we'll dance around the sentient jukebox.
There you go. Oh, that's actually something. The anomaly. So we had tried to roll out the anomaly mintable loot on this update, but we need a little bit more hammering on that code. But a lot of this mintable loot that you're seeing in the inventory system, you'll just be able, some of it at least, you'll be able to find in game on anomalies. And a lot of the most rare stuff is probably just going to be in anomalies exclusively rather than purchasable.
That's the way to go. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a kind of a big step for us. We got a little bit more tinkering to do on that. I was hoping to push it out with this mega update, but that's okay. We got a little bit more time on that, but stay tuned.
Well, you're gonna be doing something else, a little different focus next week. I understand that you'll be arriving in Vegas for a decent amount of time. Yeah, how long are you going to be there?
A little bit of time. Yeah, we'll be there pretty much. Let's see. I think from Thursday through. I think we leave Monday early, something like that. And yeah, we've Nick sent over an email, and I believe I'll be speaking at 4:40 p.m. on Saturday on community through gaming is the topic they would like me to speak on. Which I'm excited about because I do think, Cardania I feel like is a fabulous example of community through gaming, and look, this whole space is so exciting and fun, and I know it's be a bit cliche for the people who have been here since the beginning, but it feels like we're pretty early to some pretty crazy revolutionary stuff. So
yeah, absolutely. So what? You have any key points that you're going to be trying to cover, or are you just going in? I mean, you pretty much know it all. Are you planning it out, or are you winging it?
No, yeah, I'm actually I'm putting together the presentation over the next couple days.
Nice.
It's going to be at least partially about Cardania, but I'm trying to mostly get people to think about how gaming and community, the interplay of the two, and why they're important, and why games are so important to not just not just the internet sort of community, but how humans use games as sort of like trust. It's a sort of a trust validation type thing, and it's games are some of our best tools for building relationships. So
I've always enjoyed playing some games and making some friends, especially as a younger man. I didn't know what to do with myself in just a social setting, so I like to have a game on hand to get people going, board games or card games or something. It smoothed it out for me.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's really great. I'm really glad that they've decided to let you get your voice out there. Very important.
It'll be fun. It's gonna be short. I think it's only a 20-minute slot, so I gotta talk fast, but I'll see what I can do. So
that's great. Well,
hope to see you guys there.
Yeah, Toast, are you going to make it this year?
No, I can't. Not this year. So next year, maybe.
We'll get them out there next year.
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah, I'm jealous for sure. I wanna be there.
Yeah,
but hey,
it's going to be fun, and hopefully an annual thing going for. I mean, there's bear market considerations, but I'll bet there's going to be something every year.
I mean, if it survives this year, next year, the big market, we're good for another 10 years.
All right, 10 more. Perfect. Yeah. Well, we'll see you at least one of those 10. It'll be good. All right, well, cool. Any other cool Cardania updates or stuff that you want to get out there? I feel like we hit a lot of good points here.
Gosh. I just encourage people to play Epic Wars. You can earn a lot of rad and resources through Epic Wars. You can build citadels on your terraforms now. You can race in Nebula Run with your starships and earn a lot of XP that way. And the Discord is super hopping. Make sure you get in there and just hang out and see what's going on. And then, this inventory update is probably just going to get, more robust. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And I hope you guys just get yourself some Ultra bots. And that's pretty much it.
Absolutely love it. Well, let's pop up this pin bin here on our way out, because I'd love to hear y'all's favorite. Which one would you most like to pull, other than Cardania? You know,
Of course.
sure.
obviously you need one of those. Got some
I like
good,
the Jesus 2. I like the Jesus 2 pin.
yeah,
Yeah, he did
It's
good.
aesthetically
looks real
pleasing.
good.
Yeah, a lot of option. Well, I like what Cloud is trying to do with Radar. Not sure I want Adam Dean face in my wallet every day when I love the guy. It's great. But Adam, yeah.
He's the CEO.
Well, yeah, I'll say Board Cloud. I'll take Adam. I'll keep it. I'll cherish. it.
Yeah. Well, you know, you never know what you're going to get. Well, maybe we'll mail you one of these Cardania pins, physical toast.
Oh, nice.
Would be, I think, very called for.
Definitely.
I wish I could take it in the bin in Vegas, but
Yeah, you know, what are you going to do? We'll get you. We'll get you next time. Yeah, well, that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining us. This was a swell chat, and there will not be marbles this Friday.
That's right. Not this Friday or next Friday.
That's right.
On a bit of a hiatus, but then we've only got a few left. We did we do Marble 91 last week? I believe it was.
Did we break 90? All right.
We did, yeah. And so there's less than 10 marbles, Aeonium Sky marbles left. And that will be kind of the conclusion of that marble season. I suspect we're going to bring it back in a different form after we kind of take a little pause. But we've got 10 more is still a ways. I think that will hit around the holidays at some point, I think.
Yeah, actually, I was just looking at the dates. It'll bring us through just about to the end of the year, especially if we miss
Crazy.
one or two more. We could end it on New Year's. I don't know. What does Friday fall on? Let's take
check,
a look
yeah.
here. The 29th would be the latest Friday in December. Could be a grand
I
finale.
might have to do that.
Close out
might
the
have to do
year,
that.
close out the season. Marble 100.
I like it.
Wow, it's gonna be really
like it a lot.
exciting. But yeah, it's been a great journey. 100 marbles. That's 100 weeks, 100 episodes. I guess is it?
Well, more than that, because there were a couple. Right.
Marbles. We had some before the marbles were made.
We did. We definitely had at least several weeks before that. So I don't know what the total number is.
I know there was that one, or I think there was at one point in the middle too where Aeon wasn't doing marbles for a little bit, or
a few weeks.
Yeah.
There was a few weeks there. Yeah, it was kind of like an interim because everyone got so upset when I was like, okay, we're taking a little break, and they were not having it. So I was like, okay.
The world just collapsed. It was like anarchy in the street and everything. So
they were like, Cardania rugged. I was like, guys, I just need to let me stretch. I don't know. But it's super fun. I'm actually very excited about the possibilities of sort of this Web3 gaming thing we're doing and streaming and kind of wrapping all that together. Like much bigger streamers than us have kind of keyed on this as well. Like Dr. Disrespect and his whole game studio. I think he sees the same kind of writing on the wall with how if you kind of wrap up this streaming entertainment phenomenon that's happening with collectible NFTs. And you build a brand on that, man. That's some powerful stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And Cardania people are saying that it's got the longest running weekly community event in Cardano. Care to comment?
That's right, baby.
It's a pretty good one. Let's keep it rolling. All right, y'all. Well, this has been smashing. Thank you all for tuning in. And,
thanks for having me. Bucket list check.
I'm so glad we did.
Yeah.
And not just for nothing either. You really knocked it out of the park. So great to chat with you today.
Pleasure.
All right, everybody. Well, that's going to be the end of the show. We'll go around. Everybody say who you are and do a quick pose, and we'll cut the stream. That's the standard. So for the CNFT News, I'm Scott Chestnut.
I'm with Spaces.
I'm French Toast.
I am El Capitan.
And we'll see you next time.